Alright, this is Batgirl number 29, and this is another part of the run that I like that is over now. This is like the halfway mark, and it's the end of the first story. We got this cover here by that Shane Jordan Merflins, very popular comic book drawster. There's Barbara Oldman as Batgirl on a motorbicycle. And then get this, right? She puts on like a sexy dress to look nice and be traditionally attractive. And this comic is from 2019. It's like toxic feminism never happened. And women, they're reduced to being beautiful, and that is disgusting. Women's ugliness and flabbiness and mucky fingernails, it should be embraced as true beauty. None of this evil MRA approved pretty girl rubbish. I like how the book is portraying Batgirl's relationship with her dad. They have got quite a healthy relationship. There's not even the slightest hint of the hoary old conservative dad who wants to protect his daughter, who thinks that his daughter is incapable or a bit imperfect because she's just a girl. Really nicely done. So the baddie attacks the policeman's ball and Batgirl guns to stop him. The writer, Mairghread, she left the book with issue 36 and was replaced by the feminist furries writer. And it's pretty hilarious how sharply the book lost over half of the already diminished readership. For most of this run, it was staying steady. It was maybe losing 100 or 200 readers per issue, but that's kind of a good rate for a comic. Overall, it was selling between 25 and 30,000 copies. Pretty low, but in today's market, them numbers aren't that bad. And most importantly was that it was maintaining most of the readership from issue to issue. Mairghread's final issue, it had, I think, 26,000. And then with issue 37, the first issue written by Mrs. Feminist Furries, the book was immediately down to selling 13,000 copies. That is really bad. They have built Batgirl up a bit with this run, with a strong creative team and a dependable audience, and immediately they managed to break it. And half the readers of the book, they dumped it just on the back of knowing the new writer's previous work. They didn't even consider trying it out. And then a second issue came out last month, and it shed another 4,000 readers. It's down at a very low 10,000, so it's pretty much got to be cancelled, or at least like another new writer brought on. And I don't think I have ever seen a comic drop so much and so immediately from just a creative team change. And I remember the Arden days when Alex Alfonso, he took over as editor-in-chief at Marvel. He axed virtually every book. And like books that are consistently sold steady numbers for years, like Extra Factors and Thunderbars, they had sold between 35 and 40,000 every month, which aren't great numbers, but they were never dipping below that, and he just cancelled them all. And it's really frustrating to look back on those books and how not only were they better quality than what we've got now, but they also sold figures that nowadays would be considered really good. And it's a shame with this book to see all the good work that Mairghread and the artist Pelletier did just gander waste. They made the book fun. They weren't doing any of the rubbish hipster stuff or doing social justice things. They were just doing an enjoyable superhero story with a back character. And doing some compelling relationship stuff with her dad, and exploring a few interesting ideas like reopening up a character's spinal injury and not having her be infallible or like a perfect representative for fake geek girls everywhere. Every issue of this run so far has had her actually not completely succeed. Some guns wrong. Like here, a bloke dies, and that is sad if you are his family. And we end with some of the Gary Oldman bits that I like, really good. Breathing some life into a dynamic that could be cliche or incredibly tired. Then Batgirl, she goes for spinal surgery, and the FBI government people show up to question Gary Oldman about something. I wonder what. For a brief blip, sandwiched between terrible stuff, Batgirl, it was a good comic. 7 thumbs up.